let's see. All right, let me see if I can figure this thing out. All right, hey, I see someone. Who's that? Ah, Brian. I'm looking at a monkey. What are you looking at? Hey, it's March. Need to get some seeds started. So, just thought we'd chat. You know, I can't really see that. I need to find a better way to see what the chats are all about as people are doing things. So anyhow, we're just going to get going. I am going to use some seed starter mix. I'm using G&D. Then I am adding some mycorrhizae. And then lastly, I'm going to add a big old handful of worm castings. Now, earlier, I have sanitized my seed starting trays. Got my heat mats out. That's where the camera thing is sitting, is there. Somebody said something. Lenny, hi, how's it going? All right, so get that all mixed up. Then I'm using these little 6L, whatchamacallits. Let's see what we can get going on here. And for the first one, I am doing 12 of some seeds I collected. So these are the seeds. Can you see those? These are, I need to get stuff out of the way so I can see what's going on. Let's see. Salut. Hey, so these are Chilean Glory Vine. I got these at the WSU Extension Pierce County Master Gardener Sale last spring and planted them, and they grew amazing with these amazing orange flowers, a great vine, loves sun, and the hummingbirds went bonkers. Now, I looked up, and the best way to get these things going is to get your soil, and then you're just gonna lay the seeds on top of the soil, because they're gonna need about 2 weeks to germinate, but they need light. There might be one there. Let's see what's going on here. Probably 2. Okay, and I don't need a lot. I don't actually know where I'm gonna put them because they're cold hardy for me here in the Northwest. So look at that. I got a lot left over. But anyhow, so we got 12 going. We're gonna get those going. Let's see what kind of comments we got here. Hey Bailey, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. And then what other seeds do we got? You know, I haven't been much on the way of starting from seeds recently, but I did pick up I'm making this nasty compost bin, not bin, just a pile of leftover mulch. Huh. I knew I threw them in here. Oh, here they are. And I thought, you know what? I need a good vining thing to cover that up. So I use just straw to mulch my musa, my canna lilies, anything that I feel needs a little mulch. I cover it with straw in the fall. It's cheap for me. I have no trees that put off leaves to use those. Otherwise, I would use those. But I am going to use, so I have a big pile because I started to clean that up so stuff can start to grow. I have a big pile of it. It's going to take a while to break down. So I thought in front of it, I would plant something that would vine up, kind of cover it up. So I'm going to try these birdhouse gourds I picked up at my local big box store. What am I doing today? Your favorite, I don't know who that is. Well, this is what I'm doing. I'm planting seeds in the greenhouse, getting them started. And I'm starting with, I got some Chilean glory vine planted. And now I'm going to plant some gourds. When to start? I can sow outside. Nope. When to start inside? 2 to 4 weeks before your average last frost date recommended. Well, I am probably 4 to 6 weeks. So we'll just have bigger plants to put out there. And it's actually kind of a protected area. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, we will get a warm, nice spring and I can get them out earlier. Well, oh my gosh. Somebody wants to know what I think about the Trump-Zelensky drama. Well, let me tell you what I think. Well, first of all, what I think is irrelevant when it comes to politics, because I don't follow politics. I do know that it's kind of a crazy sort of time that we're living in. Regardless of whose side you're on and who you voted for, there's some interesting stuff happening. But I must say, though, it was quite entertaining watching what I have seen. But that's about all I'm going to go from there. And yeah, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Boy, and if you like begonias, wow, I've got some begonias for you. Oh, hey, can you check out that? Let's see if I'm putting a... Isn't that amazing? I got that at a recent American Begonia Society meeting in the Pacific Northwest chapter up in Seattle. Now, that's not mine. I might get a cutting and grow it for me, but I'm using that to make some cuttings to share, and then we hope possibly to have a sale at some point. Seed depth, 1 inch. It's really important that you read the directions on when you are planting your seeds. So we're just gonna push those down in there about 1 inch. Wow, these are some, boy, these birdhouse gourds. Look at the seeds, kind of interesting looking. Isn't that cool? Let's see. Yes, keep on keeping on. Hey, you know what? That's the way to go. Now is not the time to be drinking orange juice. Let's just go with that. Though I gotta say, I think my wife came into some money. The other day I came home and we had like an 18-pack of eggs. An 18-pack. Wow. Unbelievable. Apparently there's some sort of shortage or something. I don't know. Okay, so we got some of those planted. Well, I just sticking seeds in dirt. Oh, you know what? Now I'm just dumping stuff over. I should probably mark some of this stuff. That's my usual drawback, is I get to go planting and then I forget to mark things down. I need something hard to write on. Let's see. Let's call this Glory Vine. Oh, I bet you I can use the back of this. glory vine. All right, one down here. Let's see, I got a scissors here. Let's cut that. We're gonna put that in here. And we have 2 cells of that, so we're gonna make 2 of those. Hey, somebody else is saying something. Hi, well, hi there. Master Sussy. Master. Okay. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. We are just, I say we, you guys are sitting there watching me plant seeds. It's about as exciting as watching someone play video games. Unless we get a great conversation going, then who knows? And then we're going to call this other one, what do we call it? Birdhouse gourd. Birdhouse gourd. We're going to make 2 of those because we're going to plant 2 of them. Ooh, here in a little bit, I am going to also pot up. So I went on a trip to, it was a Caribbean cruise that stopped in Colombia, and I snagged some seeds there off of a plant, and they've germinated. I'm so excited. I'll have to show them to you. But they've germinated, and they need to be potted up a little bit. Yes, and I have pots for those too. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. All right, we're just gonna tap those. Let's get another 6 of these planted, because you know what? You need 1, plant 12, grow 15, give them to friends, or just post it on your socials. That's the way a gardener flexes, is when you can say, I grew that from seed. I grew that. I made that. Okay. And when I'm done here, or maybe not when I'm done, but at some point, once we get that some going, I'll show you my little setup. My greenhouse is just full of things. I've been slowly moving everything back into the house. I had moved a lot out here, just, because I was getting kind of weird buying a bunch of stuff, and just didn't have the space, and then Christmas came, so. All right, so we got birdhouse gourd. So we're gonna put that in there. Okay, let's see what else we got. All right, peas. That is not a, that's a wait until the weather's right and plant them outside. Carrots, that's a wait until the weather's right and plant them outside. Sweet peas. Well, sweet pea. How about sweet peas? Sowing. Early spring, right in the ground. Yeah, that's not really a plant now. Wow, I got so many seeds. Beets, that's a plant in the ground. I had to have gotten something else. Well, I'll be danged. I went to a seed swap yesterday at the Waller Road Grange. They had a seed swap, and some friends of mine were over there, so I thought I'd stop and check it out. It's just right around the corner. And I came across this Finocchio fennel that they had there, and I'm like, whoa, that's an amazing looking plant. I should grow that. Just for the way it looks. I don't know if I'd eat it, but at least just to see how it looks. So anyhow, and now I see that I bought some Ed Hume. Ed Hume, if you're in the Northwest, you know Ed Hume. Or you know of Ed Hume. Ed Hume was did a presentation I attended with the Master Gardener program, and he had some, and I planted them. So, oh, you know what? That again, that's a wait until it's time to plant them. Brussels sprouts. Sowing. Indoors in early spring, sow seeds. What am I looking at? Brussels sprouts. My wife loves Brussels sprouts. I'm kidding. She doesn't. She can't stand them. But I like them roasted with a little, oh, what's that called? Not vinegar. Oh, what is that? Oh, I can't escape. It comes, every fair, they got a booth where you dip a piece of pasta in something, then you taste it. It's different flavors. Oh, well, who knows? Anyhow, I like it drizzled with a little bit of, oop, it was almost there. Nope, then it's gone. And then a little bacon, obviously with a little bacon, because you know what? Who doesn't like a little bacon? Space seeds, 12 to 18. Start seeds indoors. You know what? I'm gonna try these indoors. Brussels sprouts. Kohlrabi. What's that say? Oh, and kohlrabi, we'll try that. Okay, spinach I know is just a wait until it's out there sort of deal. Let's see what else we got here. Wow, I got so many seeds. My yard isn't that big enough. Cabbage. Cabbage. Indoors in early spring, directly in ground, mid-spring, cover seeds, thin and germinate. You know what? Let's think on the cabbage. Ooh, and I got these cylindrical beets. Can you see that? Yeah. Cylindrical beets. Mm-hmm. Yes. We got some cucumbers. You know what? I am going to try the cucumbers. Holy moly! I bought pumpkin seeds? That's crazy. Okay. Well, let's get to doing something. So, we're gonna do a rack of pumpkin seeds. That's crazy. I can't believe I got pumpkin seeds of all things. That's just wow. Wow is right. Packed for 2025. And what does that say? Plant half-inch, oh, cover seed with half-inch of soil. Okay, so we're gonna put those in here. And we'll just call these pumpkins. Pumpkin. We're gonna plant 6. I wonder where I'm gonna put these. I wonder what the thought was. I know I had a plan. Yeah, I don't know what the plan was. That's crazy. I wonder what I was gonna do there. Well, anyhow, half-inch of soil. Tap that down, and then let's get us a, where'd my writer thing go? I have a broom, a brush. Oh, here we go. Pencil. I got the pencil. Yo. Somebody said yo. What? What's up? Well, that's just crazy. I don't know. I can't figure that stuff out. Anyhow, so we're gonna go pumpkin. Pumpkin. It's important to label things. I am horrible at labeling things, because I assume my brain will remember. It's also good to have things on video, and that way, well, that way maybe you can remember. Okay. All right, so next we're gonna do some, oh, let's do the cucumber. Okay, and we're just gonna poke that down a little bit. That's another one of those, you know, put it about a half-inch down. Okay, so we got some cucumber. And cover it with a little more soil. As it gets damp, it'll settle. And then, let's mark this baby. Wow, I'm almost out of plant stake things. I'm just gonna call that cukes. All right, so then we got those. And we're going to do the kohlrabi. Do I really not have anything else here? Maybe there's something longer I can butcher. Oh, maybe it's in here. Oh, for a greenhouse, this thing sure isn't very well put together, huh? Oh, I thought I had labels. Okay, we're gonna have to get creative. Okay. Oh, here, we got one more. Oh, I can make 2 out of this. All right, we're in business. We did the cucumbers. Now, let's see what else we can do here. I should have like a radio on or something. Or how about a fan? What if I turned on the fan? Low speed? Let me know if the fan is too much for you. At least there's some noise, not just, you know, me sitting here rambling on. Oh, but it's a live stream. That's what we do. We ramble on. All right, kohlrabi. 2 to 3 inches high. No. Oh, just you'd like to barely cover it. Oh, I like these ones that have that are big enough to actually handle. Boy, you ever tried to grow a begonia from seed? Wow. Those things. Here, we'll just scatter some on here. Okay, kohlrabi. And then we're going to put some fine layer of soil over it. All right, then we're going to mark this up. I always spell kohlrabi with a K. Kohlrabi. 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 I've always pronounced it kohlrabi. It's kohlrabi. Not kohlrabi. It's just kohlrabi. I don't know. And we were going to start some Brussels sprouts as well. I've almost got one tray full. I'm not going to do a lot. My goal is, so if you've seen any of my walk through my garden videos, you'll notice that my yard and garden are not grown for edible. It's grown for looks, a lot of ornamental things and whatnot. Going for that tropical theme. Well, after listening to Ed Hume's talk and some examples about different places that he's visited where they are, you know, interplanting vegetables and whatnot, hiding them in the garden. I thought, well, you know, I should be able to do that. And if I hide them in the garden, maybe the local varmints won't find them either. And because that's my biggest challenge, is the local varmints that come in and eat things. So if I just have enough variety, what do we call this? Brussels. You know, I really appreciated what he was saying anyhow. And so I'm gonna give that a go. And if I'm lucky, I will actually get some things to eat out of my yard that are meant to be eaten. I tell everyone that everything I grow in my yard is edible. At least once. And some of them potentially have some really cool side effects. I have this one plant. Oh, I hope it comes back this year. It should. It's cold hardy. But this one plant, what's it called? Cow parsnip. It looked cool, so I bought it. I put it in the yard, and then when I got home, I was reading up on it because it grows huge, right? With these kind of, I don't know, hemlocky looking flowers, and apparently, if you rub the juice, if you cut it and rub the juice on your skin and then go into the sun, it can cause severe blistering. Wouldn't that be just kind of, well, twisted, yes, but interesting in a twisted sort of way to see? I don't know, maybe that's one of those extreme videos where you find a volunteer and, you know, promise to give them a beer if they do it. All right, so that's cabbage. What are we gonna do that on? Ooh, there's another one. I got another. Oh, look at that. That's like double wide, so I can use 2 of them. All right, cabbage. Oh, I just keep turning it around. I have the worst luck with pencils. Pencils. Okay, now we got cabbage. Boy, I've got 2 more slots to go. All right. Hey, fun times. I want to show you. We'll take a break from the seeds. Who wants to see my favorite begonia? Raise your hand. You're not on video. I can't see you. Raise your hand. You gotta like click a button or something. I see ya. I see ya. Anyhow, come look. This is my favorite begonia. Begonia luxurians. This is a cutting that I acquired, and oh my gosh, it has buds on it. This bad girl is about ready to flower. Look at that. Can you see those? Can I make it any more difficult? Look at that. She got buds. Look, it's like maybe a foot tall. I want to see this thing get 6-7 feet tall. That is my goal. I cannot wait. But look at that, buds on it. I've got 2 others, and then as they grow, I'm going to propagate more. I want a forest of them. I was up at Heronswood for a talk called Bodacious Begonias, and they had one on their patio. That sucker was huge, just absolutely amazing. Okay, nice little sidetrack. Okay, so we did the kohlrabi. What else were we going to do? I thought there was something else. Brussels sprouts, cabbage. Okay, we've got to find one more thing. I've got, or no, 2 more things. I got room for 2 more things. Sugar snap peas, no, let's wait until it's time. Radishes, let's wait until it's time. Ooh, Scarlet Emperor. You know, and that's wait for its time too. These are just things that, you know, wait until the weather's right and get them planted. Still cannot believe. Oh, you know, lettuce, see what I did there? Check out endorsement listing. Water model associates 2 to 4 week intervals. Okay, we're going to come back to the fennel and the rest of these items. So we're just going to put those down here. However, boy, I guess I thought I had a lot more seeds. I thought I was going to be just really aggressive at seeding this year. But it looks like most of it's just stuff to put out in the yard. Hey, if I have time today, I do hope, my red Abyssinian banana. If you've seen my video, I had a red Abyssinian banana last year, and I shared with you folks how I was going to overwinter that. That thing has been sitting in the garage all winter. I have found a what's it called? A pot big enough that I can put it in temporarily so I can get it in the greenhouse so it can start growing before actually planting it. Because I feel like we're at least 6 weeks from our last frost date, but we'll see. So this is called polka dot plant. It just says wet soil, press seeds, top of soil, keep soil moist. So You can't see in there, but it doesn't look like there's nothing in there. Doesn't look like there's nothing in there. So I'm going to, okay, there may have been 3 seeds. So I am going to try my best to get them one at a time. Boy, there is just, boy, that's just crazy. Why would they just put 3 seeds in it? I mean, these things are like some of the cheapest plants you can get. Maybe that's another seed there. Oh, look at that. Maybe we got more seeds here. There might actually be 8 seeds in this thing. I'm sorry, but what an incredible waste of resources. Thank goodness this is compostable, so I can reuse it. Or not reuse it. Yeah, reuse it. Reuse it as compost. That's just crazy. You know, I am going to help the compost process. Where's my compost bin? Oh, it's hidden over here. And so I threw it, and guess where it landed? Right on the floor. All right, so there we go. Polka dot. All right, you know what? The other 2 things I think we're gonna put in there too. Oh, now the exciting part. So Colombia. I was in Colombia. Interesting country. Really enjoyed the visit. Probably mostly because it was 85 degrees in the middle of December, and that's pretty amazing. Wonderful culture. But look at that. There's like a billion little gnats in here. Well, that'll be fun. I'll have to water it with some knockout gnat or something. But look at, I got something to grow. So I'm going to put these into little tiny pots and see what I can do. We'll see what happens. So let's find, what do I got? 3 of them now? And so I'm using that same seed starting mix, you know, and that's essentially, you know, so my goal, because I'm frugal, is that what I did here is I made Pro Mix HP with mycorrhizae, because that's just high porosity. It's peat, perlite, sand, and mycorrhizae. So that's kind of what I did there. So let's see what we can do to fish out a couple of these things. Let's see. Wow. So that's what that looks like. This had just an amazing flower. So I'm really hoping that I can get a couple of them to grow. What will I do with it, you ask? I have no idea, I respond. Because these things were like a 5-foot bush. They were this wide. Yeah, that's not gonna grow in my greenhouse. But who knows? Be curious to see what I can get out of it as an indoor plant. And then once it gets big, maybe I can figure out what it was that I planted. And, you know, see if maybe there is an opportunity for it to, maybe it goes dormant. Maybe it's a plant that can go dormant. Wouldn't that be great? Then I can just throw it in the garage, because I have plenty of space in my garage. He says sarcastically. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's another one here. I don't know about that one. wonder, I had a feeling, oh, there it is. Wow, this guy is something else. The roots, they just kind of, they're not really attaching to anything. Okay, so that's going to be our ugly duckling of the bunch. Oh, something else is growing here. What is that? Well, that's our seed pod. All right, well, you know what? These other two I am just going to lay on here. Cover with soil. Hope for the best. Plan for the worst, hope for the best. Expect greatness. I don't know. How's that going? Let's bottom water that sucker. Ooh, look at that. Right, so I'm just bottom watering it in hopes that it will do something, like fill with water. And then, you know, because I'm a little impatient, I'm going to put a little water on the top. And I have room in this seed mat, so I'm going to put that right in there. And then I'm just going to water the rest of these, and then I'll put those in there too. Who wants to see another begonia? No one? No one? What do you want to see? Anything? Curious about something? What I got in the greenhouse I can show off? Nothing, really. Yeah, not much of anything. Is there anybody on here? Is this thing alive? Oh yeah, there's 5 of you there. Yo. What are you growing? Hey, I want to hear. What are you growing? Do you grow? Are you gardeners? What you got going on? Oh, somebody said hello. Oh, hello. Who's that? Oh, Alligator Pie. Hello. How are you? Hey, did you see? I don't know if you were on earlier. Did you see my luxurians? I got to show this because I'm really excited. I just caught this. This is my one of my luxurians. And that bad girl has a flower bud on it. I was expecting a lot more before I saw a flower bud. So we will put that back with this other begonia and see what we can make sure I water that good. Well, not water it good. I gotta make sure I keep it watered. What'd you buy? Oh, yes, you just logged on. Hey, that's fine. And I'm so glad you made it. Wow, that only has room for 3. Well, okay, so this other one we will put in the next one because I got some other things going on here. But yes, that begonia is just absolutely amazing. Do I have another one that's absolutely amazing? I think all the other ones are in the house. I got things in here, but they're not absolutely amazing. They're just, you know, They're growing. Oh, but I don't know if anybody watches my socials, but I was at Emerald City Orchids for their, they do this class. You know, you pay like $40 or something. I could be wrong. And the owner gives you a tour of the greenhouse, all kinds of information about the orchids, planting, potting, separating. And I came home with so many orchids because, you know, he just lets you play around with doing things. And this one finally has growth on it. You know, it looks kind of sad. I mean, it's not a lot to look at, but, you know, orchid people are an interesting group of folks. This one also showing some growth along with its yellow leaves. This is a BLLRA Big Shot Hilo Sparkle. So curious to see what it does. Oh, I believe Hilo Sparkle. Let me show you this one. This one I put up on a tree fern bark. And in recent weeks, we've got buds coming on. So I'm really kind of curious to see what happens here. I'm still trying to figure out if my life is going to involve orchids. Hope to see what these do to really get me excited and motivated. What else are we working on today? Oh, yes, I know. But I didn't prepare. Or did I prepare? What do I have here? Smallest of things that might be growing. Have you ever used fluval stratum? Boy, that's just a agitating thing to use, in my opinion. Okay, and this, we've got, I put a random, there's a corm in here from an alocasia that I have. Alocasia, is that what it's called? Yeah, maybe. I found a corm, so I put it in here. We'll see what happens there. Wait, I think that about does my little seed adventure today. I think I'm going to end this, and then stay tuned, follow my progress. But I think the weather is holding. I'm going to get my Musa potted up and into the greenhouse. But we'll go into the garage, we'll check it out, and then we'll come back. And then in the weeks to come, we can watch its progress. So you can see that my how to overwinter your, I called it Musa. It's a Essente red Abyssinian banana. That's what I overwintered. And my directions worked because it still looks very viable. And here in a couple weeks, we're gonna have those great big gorgeous leaves. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits because I did not come prepared to do some of the other things. Next, I'm just gonna continue puttering, but find me on Facebook, The Angry Gardener, or Instagram, _Angry Gardener. It's kind of weird, I know. Not really sure how much I'm gonna keep up on Instagram, but Facebook, I try to do my best. And you know, if you like begonias, join the American Begonia Society. With that, thanks so much for those of you that joined us. I sure hope that I can figure this out a little bit more and do this maybe more frequently. It's just hard to plan, so it's kind of, if I have a chance, I'm gonna do it. Alrighty, thanks a lot. Where do I find the off button, I wonder? Oh, hey, before we go. Oh, hey, did you already leave? No, don't leave. Don't leave yet. Oh, y'all left. No, I got 6 there. Okay, hey, I'm going to show you my greenhouse. So let's take a look at the greenhouse. And I'm going to go slow enough and my face is close enough to the screen. So if you have any questions, I will answer them. Okay, so, wow, it just flipped right around. So this is my little, boy, you know, kind of like big eye, small belly. I thought I would really get to growing today. So you'll notice that I haven't watered these in. I have best luck if I leave an opening and I fill the reservoir with water and let it soak up the water. And then I have a cover that I'll put on it for the humidity. Over here, I have a Mexican orange. I call it Mexican orange, I don't know. There's an amaryllis that, I thought they were all done budding, but I gotta know I'm budding. I hope it's the orange one, and I hope it looks amazing. Now, my most impressive begonia right now is my, can I zoom out? Oh, I can't zoom out. You know what? I cannot get back far enough to show you my begonia Jean Daniels, which after months of having buds is finally starting to flower. Yesterday I created this trellis stake sort of system. That thing is 5 feet tall. And then I brought in my tuberous begonias that were in the garage chilling out. They've been acclimated to the weather. They've been watered, and now hope they're growing, or hope they'll get some going. We got a little life here. But that's kind of exciting. I have this Easter orchid. Easter orchid? Not an Easter orchid. It's orchid castor? Orchid cactus? Cactus orchid? Who knows? And then I got a Burrow's tail because, you know, they look just really kind of cool. And then I chopped it back and I threw some things on here and I put some of the beans in there, and look at that. We got some growth here. This is a Butylon Savitzi. I'm expecting great things from it this year. What else we got going on in the greenhouse? Oh, the bird of paradise. I have some bird of paradise blooming. They're just kind of taking time. And then I have some random things over here. Randomness. And oh, my pelargoniums or geraniums. These were almost like dead 2 weeks ago when I brought them in. They were in the garage wintering there. I let them go dormant. And they're really loving life here in the greenhouse. And then I have a ginger. This is a ginger that and then a flannel plant. I'm too lazy to bend over and get the actual name of it. This was gifted to me last summer. I wintered it in the greenhouse as was recommended. And well, we'll see what goes on. Hey, take a peek outside. And then that corner, oh, that's just the propagation corner. Isn't that crazy? Okay, take a look. It's just desolate. Just desolate. But there's some life happening. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go now. And we'll figure out, oh, I wonder what that button means. Well, I don't know. How do we stop this? We just touch on the screen? Huh. Okay, here. Boo, I'm back. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. Join me again sometime.